Okay, so good morning guys and welcome back to another Star Resonance video. Today I have something really interesting to share with you. This one honestly surprised me when I was translating the game into English, and I think a lot of you will be surprised too. So apparently guys, Star Resonance actually has an auto combat system. Yep, I didn't expect that at all. I thought this was going to be one of those fully manual classic style MMOs, but nope guys. There's auto combat in this game and I'm gonna show you how it works. So first, let me walk you through it. When you open your menu, go into settings and then look at this button right here. This is where you will find the auto combat options. So in this section you can actually select which skills your character will use automatically. You can pick and choose which ones you want active during auto combat. Once you set those up and toggle this auto button on, auto combat will start. I mean, your character begins attacking enemies on its own, just like right now. I'm not pressing anything, he is attacking on his own. And if you look closely, the skill bars start cycling through the abilities you selected, all hands free, and it really caught me off guard because I honestly thought this game would be 100% manual. I thought it will be all about classic grinding, positioning, dodging, like the full manual experience. But it turns out this game gives you both options. So after I discovered this, I tested it in different parts of the game just to see how far the auto combat actually goes, and surprisingly it works in almost every part of the game. So let's start with the questing. Whether you're doing main quests or side quests, auto combat works just fine. As long as there are enemies around, your character will auto target them and fight automatically using the exact skills you chose. This is actually super helpful when you're just trying to progress through early story content or grinding low level areas. But guys, this is important. It's not always safe to rely on auto combat 100% because there are moments where enemies, especially bosses, hit really hard and the auto combat system won't dodge for you. So if a boss does a huge AoE attack and you're not paying attention, you're probably going to die. So yes, auto attack is in the game, but auto dodge is not, which honestly makes sense because imagine if the game had auto dodge too. That would be kind of crazy, right? Like you just sit back and the same, and the game would literally play itself. So I do like that they still leave the actual mechanics up to the player. Okay, so next up is the monster hunts, guys. So this is where I found the auto combat sims system really helpful. Those missions where you have to kill like 30 or 50 specific monsters. Before, guys, I was doing these things manually, like moving from mob to mob and spamming skills. It was kind of a grind. But now with auto combat, it's so much easier. Like you just turn it on and your character handles it. Yeah, it's actually super relaxing. Like I was just watching my character farm while I was doing something else, and even though I was not controlling it manually, I was still, like progressing in the game. Like I'm still getting XP, I'm still collecting loots, still completing missions. It feels almost like watching your character grind for you, like you train your own AI, your own farming assistant or something. And if you're someone who likes to multitask while gaming, I think this is a huge win. Now guys, let's talk about boss hands and elite monsters. So yes, auto combat still works in this gameplay too. Your character will still fight, will still use skills, and will still attack like normal. But this is where things get tricky, guys. Because again, there's no auto dodge. So if you try to go fully AFK during a boss fight, there's a very high chance you will die. Especially if the boss has AoEs or status effect or some burst damage skills. And yeah, and right now with my current class, I can't really go fully AFK during boss fights. What I do instead is turn on auto combat to handle the usage and basic attacks, but I still manually dodge the heavy hits. So it's not really auto farming, it's more like semi auto boss fighting. Maybe in the future, if I switch to a tankier class or build, or if I'm going to have a better defense and HP, then AFK boss farming might become possible. But for now, I still have to be active and aware during those tougher fights. And also guys, even inside dungeons, you can use auto combats. Like your character will auto attack mobs, use skills, and help clear trash mobs. But just like with boss fights, when the mechanics come in, you need to play manually. Like the auto combat will not solve dungeon puzzles, it will not avoid dungeon traps, and it definitely won't help you handle mechanics like switches or time movement. So I say dungeons are semi-auto at best. So you can let the game handle the simple fights, but when it comes to mechanics, you're still in charge. So that's the auto combat in dungeons. Now, guys, there's something that I want to mention in auto combat system, which is the small downside of using it, and I know this one is very obvious. So guys, when it's turned on, it actually becomes harder to move and control your character manually. Like if you try to reposition your character or dodge something, the auto system or the auto combat kind of pulls you back, like because maybe it's trying to chase enemies and it keeps using skills. So you're kind of fighting the controls a bit. It's not unplayable, but definitely not as smooth as full manual control. So the trade-off though is your hands don't get tired. You're not sitting there mashing skills every few seconds for hours, especially for longer farming sessions. You can just chill, take it easy, and still make steady progress without stressing your fingers or wrists. So yeah, it's more passive but also more relaxing. Now guys, this brings up an interesting topic for all of us, and I want to hear what you guys think about this one. Is this kind of auto gaming good or bad? Yeah, because I know in NA and EU, most players don't really like the auto combat system. I received so many comments before saying like, what's the point of playing if the game plays for you? And I get that, guys. A lot of players in the West are used to games being something you sit down and fully control. Whether it's on PC or console like PS5 or Xbox, you're supposed to be focused, active, and immersed. So when you see a game that plays itself, it can feel weird, almost like why I am even playing this. But in Asia, guys, this is actually the culture that I noticed. It's actually a little bit different, especially for older generation like us. Before I started doing YouTube full time, I often play MMOs in mobile while working or doing something else. So some people are at work, others are taking care of their kids, and honestly, most of us are not in our teenage or college days anymore. We're older now, so auto combat becomes a way to stay connected to the game without needing to give it 100% of your time. Like you get to see your character grow and farm and progress even if you're just watching in the background. It's not really about playing the game in the traditional sense. It's more about feeling progress, watching your character get stronger, and having that sense of satisfaction even with limited time. So for me personally, I like games that give you both options. I still enjoy manual gameplay, but I also appreciate having auto combat, especially when I'm too busy to grind for hours. Like in Crystal of Atlan, guys, I'm still playing Crystal of Atlan. I still do manual farming, guys, like 1 to 2 hours a day because I enjoy the gameplay loop, but I cannot do the long 10 to 12 hour grinding and farming sessions anymore like I used to do when I was younger. I don't know, but I just don't have that energy anymore. So yeah, having this kind of auto system feels like a win for old players like me. Like I can still play, I can still enjoy the game, but I don't burn out trying to do everything manually. Anyway guys, that's it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you think about this feature. Do you like auto combat, or are you still a fan of the fully manual games? So again, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the global version of Star Resonance. So it's coming very soon, guys, so get ready.